Inmates house life behind bars, not these bars, these bars. Now this is a much long-awaited video. Those of you out there who have got a BMW R1300GS Adventure, you've been crying out for a light mount to put your new lights on. It's now here. So here it is here. We have been testing lots of different styles, and today's customer, he didn't know it, but he does now, he is actually having this fitted to his bike today. I'm going to show you it already fitted to my bike. We've been running a bit of a prototype for the last few weeks, of which if you had come to ABR, you'd have seen that on the bike, but that is not the actual one that is going out there on the mass production. It's this one right here. Now, we've only, as I'm making this video, we've only got a few of these available, okay? We're going to have loads in stock within about 2 weeks of making this video. So head over to the website. We'll put a link down below. If it says they're on back order, it means they're probably within a week to 2 weeks away. If it says they're in stock, trust me, they are in stock. They're also linked to all of the R1300GS Adventure bundles as well. So if you don't know how that works, head over to the website, select your bike, select a bike thing bundles. You'll see all of the major light pods we do, from D7 Pros, D2s, D3s, D4s, and all of the new exposure light pods as well, the radial 3s, the EX2s and the EX4s. So before we put this on the customer's bike, come and look at my bike with it on there. Excuse the mess everywhere. We've literally just got back from ABR, so we're in a bit of a mess. Right, so if you were at the ABR Bike Festival, you'll notice that I had the Exposure EX4s on the bike. Now we've changed it to the D7 Pros for this video, mainly because they're a big ass dinner plate on the bike. They're a huge light. So I have been riding this bike around the grounds of my property, taking it down big steps, patio steps, trying to compress those forks as much as I possibly can, making sure we've got full clearance of the front fender and the forks. There's another light mount out there. I'm not going to mention names, but there's another light mount out there that mounts the lights off the top, but also down the side. Now, the problem with that light mount is it's just been recalled because I've heard that the light pods are scratching the forks. So I'm sure they'll be working on something new. So if you do have that light mount, sorry I can't mention names, well then you probably already know it's been recalled and they're working on another revision of it. Now, that light mount that I'm referring to, they also mount it down the side of the radiator down here. Now, we already did that. Back in January, I already had a design where it went across the top and it used those side screws, but an engineer with 30 years of experience, not mentioning names, he said to me, it's not going to work. Anything heavier than a D3 is going to wobble because there's no metal, there's no real firm structure down here at all. So if you've got anything heavier than the D3, this is going to wobble like crazy. Now that is rigid. So we've got basically the light mount here. It comes up, it's very easy to mount. It comes up underneath here and mounts to the side of the headlight housing. And then there's a bar coming across. It's 3 pieces. It comes literally in 3 pieces and it all screws together using the existing holes on the side of the light mount. So we're going to show you more because Tom is literally fitting it to this customer's bike right now. So we're going to show you it all going on. Okay. Before I hand you over to Tom and you can see this going on the bike, those of you asking, well, how do I get it on the bike? We're not going to show you in this video how to strip the bike down. If you want to see that video, a link down below. We'll put a thumbnail up here somewhere as well so you can see that video so you know where to go. It teaches you how to strip down your R1300GSA screw by screw so you can get it into the state we need to get it into so we can mount this on the bike. So the next bit you see is Tom actually fitting this to the bike, okay? Right, over and out. Over to you, Tom.
Cheers, Steve. It's working. So Steve's given you his little bit about the new light mount. I've now got the bike stripped. The bike's fully stripped down, ready for the easy can power the light, and also ready to fit the mount. So the mount fits on these 2 bolts here. One to this side, to this side. Pretty much exactly the same position as the SW Motec crash bar lamp that we have been using. Gives you a really nice stable platform to mount the light. D7 Pros being pretty much the biggest light we do, we know that they don't foul the forks, not like another brand that I can't mention who's just done a recall. So let me get that on. I'll now run the cables through for the D7 Pros that I'm going to fit to this bike, and I'll come back to you and show you what it looks like fitted.
Please tell me not to go. We've been here long before.
light mount fitted. As you can see, I've used the original OEM screws. Just unscrew them, bolt it in. There's a cutout for the headlight bolt in the bracket. You then got a brace bar that goes from one side to the other. And then again, using the OEM screws, just secure that side on. And that's it. Just got to stick the lights on now, route the cables, put the bike back together. Done. As easy as that.
Right, let's have a look at this then. Oh, that's really good. So I think I might have mentioned in the beginning of this video that we had a temporary light mount on my bike for the ABR festival. And when you look at that, you can see quite a few exposed bolts. So all the angles and the cuts of this new mount are actually very different to the one that some of you may have seen at the festival. This is really nice. I love the shape of the way it finishes off at the top here. It's so good. On the R1300, I don't think you're going to sit any light pod on top of it because it's going to hide the OEM fog light. So it's got to hang underneath it. This customer's gone for the D7 Pros, which, as we know, fantastic light. It's their flagship light, Denali do. It's a great light. But on my bike, I'm putting the exposures back on there. I like them. It goes very well with the shape of the OEM lights. But that is so good. So make sure we get some close-ups of this so you can see it all, like even to here when we got a slight exposed nut going through as the strengthening bar that goes across. Like that movement there is from the actual Denali mount itself. But the actual mount is rigid and it's not connected to this bit here. If it was, it would not be stable. It's not the right way of doing it, but yeah, that is nice. So yeah, let's get some real close-ups of that. We have ordered hundreds of these because this bike, although the R1300GSA isn't my favorite bike, I love it, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this bike, it's phenomenal, but for me it's all about a bit of a touring bike. I'd rather be on the GS, a bit lower down, something I can scratch around the lanes on. This is a big, heavy bike, perfect for touring, and if you want to go off the beaten track, you can. It's a very popular bike. We sell more products for this bike than any other bike that we have on our list of bikes on our website. So I've ordered hundreds of these in anticipation and readiness for you to be kitting your bike out with lights. Right, so by the time you see this video, hopefully the hundreds of these mounts will be here in stock, ready for you to buy. So you get clicking and we'll get shipping. But until next time, stay safe behind bars, not these bars, these bars. And me and Tom will see you in the next video.
Tom wave.
Oh, I'm still busy.